Welcome back to Resident Evil Village. This will be part 8. So some new journal entries here. We got February 9th, noon, Tower of Worship. That woman, Dimitrescu, turned into a monster, but I was able to kill her and escape. I found the strange flask. She said, "You'll never see your Rose again." Why can't I get that out of my head? February 9th, noon, altar. Rose's body is in these flasks? Who the fuck would do such a thing? My brain can't keep up with everything that's happening right now. The Duke did say there was a way to save her. It's hard to believe him, but the only thing I can do is ask the man that lives in the house with the red chimney. Okay, so we are en route to Red Chimney, having completed all what we've completed so far, and doing our little backtrack adventure. I'm going to continue forward, though, and actually go through some areas real quick. Okay. So a lot of the stuff's still locked out to us, but there are some new openings. Door slams, good deal. First things first, want to come through here. You want to grab all the items. Teddy bear. Let's take a look. We got a green mineral mine from this region, might be worth something. A slightly dirty teddy bear, but the Duke will probably buy it. Interesting. Then I'm going to take all this stuff. Come up through here. Remember this house. I heard a scream from the house with the chimney. I was going to take a look, but the way was blocked by debris. Gonna have to take a long way around. Who would have thought the hole in the stable walls would have come in handy? If I'm not back by morning, you should go to Louise's house alone. Father. Okay. Get some much needed ammunition. The old-timey little fabric weaver. Pretty cool. Got animal piece for the body. Okay, wooden animal body, so it's a combinable thing. We're gonna have to wait to sell that until we find the other half. Just want to check everything, make sure we're all coasts clear. Lock things. Nothing to be found in here, sadly. Grab some metal scraps there. See how well things. Ooh. See how well hidden things are in this village of ours. Dead villagers everywhere now. Kind of strewn about, you know what I mean? Continue to look for things. Then when we remember, there was a little deal right there. Some shotgun ammo. Shoot down the bird cage. Locked. So the only way to progress with that part is to go on the other side. So that's why we need to do the little car thing there. This is a little puzzle. I'm like, ooh, what's this? Very creepy, right? Look out the window. I guess. We want to line up the numbers. Jump scare. He's a good one. All right, so basically what the code is you got to line up the numbers here. So 070408. The numbers look so fucking bad. Just don't know why they can't get it right. Okay, there we go. M1911. A comfortable, fully automatic handgun. Hold down the trigger to fire a continuous string of bullets. So it's an automatic handgun, which is pretty nuts. Power is 160 though at base standard. And if we look over here at the Lemmy, the power right now is sitting at 150 for upgrade of 3, but it has the plus 30 because of the upgraded recoil capacitor or compensator. So we are going to upgrade our guns though, because that's just kind of what I did in my first run. But first things first, we got to, kind of ammo dump first, because you're not going to get those bullets back ever again. And that's kind of the name of the game here. Okay. So then we got the jack handle, so now it's time to lift the car up. But first, Lycans. Oh, it sucks. Oh. We'll just take the money. Gotta pop a heal there. Alright, now the Lemmy has seen its use. We're going to go ahead and retire that now. We're going to put a shortcut in. And then before any further exploration, we want to go ahead and sell the Lemmy. And upgrade the 1911 as much as we can.
Well then, feel free to peruse.
Sell some of the stuff we got.
These hands are
Firepower at the
dexterous than
least.
one might think.
And then when we start hurting on ammo again, that's when we upgrade everything else. So Lemmy's sitting pretty nicely. It's gonna have to, or the M1911 is gonna have to be our, gun going forward here. So once we start hitting really bad on ammo, that's when you always upgrade your capacity. The only thing we traded in with the Lemmy is that we had 16 rounds to shoot. Instead, now we have 7. So that's something to kind of keep yourself aware of. So we press on. Thump. I was really expecting there to be a lichen. I see that they're kind of just chilling on top of things now. It's not that perfect shot. There we can start to see where the power is starting to come into our guns because, you know, a Lemmy was basically taking a bunch of shots to take these guys down, even when you were pulling off headshots. But now that was just a full clip of, you know, of a 1911. So the power is definitely showing itself. So pick squill, okay. Keep squilling, I guess. And back here we have, you know, another lockpick situation. Fucking big. Yeah. Got us some meat. Takes up a lot of space, don't it? Okay. Okey-dokey. Once again, you can just see them kind of perching and waiting. Village of Shadows mode is so fucking bad right here. Oh boy. Let me just tell you. Now they're giving us a pipe bomb for a reason, right? I'm trying to tell you something here. Let's just say have an explosive. We're gonna run into some pretty shitty enemy here pretty soon. There he is. So these lichens are extremely fucking dangerous. They have, you know, better weapons because they have like basically claw hands made out of metal scrap. and they're armored from head to toe. Basically, in order to remove the armor, you either pipe bomb them or you land or you put down a landmine, and then it'll destroy armor pieces. And then really, you want the head to explode so that you can start taking pop shots at their head instead. Otherwise, if you just shoot their bodies like crazy, these things just eat ammo. Like you will just completely run out of ammo, and that was a huge mistake I made in my first run because you don't know how to deal with these guys, you know. So there goes his head. Perfect skull. Yeah, I mean, even with all those shotgun shells to the head, he still took, you know, a lot to kill. We'll go ahead and just create a heal item here. And with the block 2, that was a lot of damage. So you imagine if you don't block, you're gonna probably die. But that's the secret with those guys. Just use any kind of explosive to remove their armor, and then just aim for the head. You know, they'll eventually get a little bit easier to deal with as we have higher damage output. But right now, it's just like it's a challenge enemy. You know what I mean? You have a choice to run away from it or kind of kite it around and do all that kind of shit. But you net yourself a pretty nice reward if you're able to kill it. The perfect crystal skull, perfectly preserved crystallized remains of a lichen. So just a step above the little ones we get. But yeah, you shoot that thing in the body, it's just going to eat all your ammo, so it's really not worth doing that. Okay. To whom it may concern, due to the luthier's long absence, I am keeping hold of this house key. Please find me if you need it. Regards, Joseph Simon, the Beneviento's gardener. And just do your thing. You're like and growling, what are you talking about? Oh, that is ridiculous, dude. I shot you first. So we got a Madalena doll. We're gonna have to create another heal, unfortunately. So the Madalena body, part of a doll that's based on local legend. Combinable, need the head. Then we can't go into the house just yet, so fight agreement. A well wheel. That's a nice item. That is going to allow us to finally go around to these wells and get the items associated with them. So we want to find all of them, obviously. But let's just continue on with the Red Chimney quest, since we're already here. That's from the lichen we killed earlier, so. Alright, now we got some chickens running around the yard. Obviously, know what we gotta do. Large crystal, large chunk of white mineral found in this region. Love you. Make sure you guys are ready to go, okay? Yep. Chicken was a natural survivor. You want to tell your brothers, please? Sorry, chicken. Okay. There we go. Locked. So something's eating. Oh, really? See if we can get a headshot on him. I really hate more than anything when they dive like that, and it's really hard to tell if they're dying or just kind of squirming around. It's just a waste of rounds, man. February 1st, sacrificed 2 goats to Mother Miranda. February 3rd, offered wool to Mother Miranda. She instructed I find her a list of drugs and tools in the next few days. What for, I wonder? February 8th, no messages from Mother Miranda, yet the livestock won't stop their ruckus. February 9th, I was instructed to take the items to the cave church at sunrise, but what I saw was frightful. The great 4 lords were there, and Mother Miranda was holding a child. She whispered something, and I touched the child. I can't explain it well, but the child turned into a white crystal. Then she... I couldn't help but speak up, and I asked her why she did such a thing. Mother Miranda just smiled at me. This is the chosen child. She will return to her original form no matter what befalls her. Then she gave each lord a part of the crystal in a flask, and they left. I forgot to bow to Mother Miranda before I fled. I'm still shaking. What did she do? What is that child? The winged key is just a single piece. 3 more parts are needed to make it whole. Okay. And now we got a 4-winged key. So now we know.
Better see the Duke again.
Okay, so Ethan's like, let's go see the Duke. Now we know what that's all about. So the key is like a little, puzzle thing around this. It's going to be like your master key the entire game, basically. That's how you progress. All right, well, before we do all of that, now it is time to do some backtrack and get some items, right? We're not going to be able to get to this door for a little bit. This is still locked out to us because basically what needs to happen is instead all of this stuff right here was you can't traverse it, right? Like we were right here. You can't jump over or nothing. And we have to come down this way. And yeah, we don't have the means to do that just yet. We have a four-winged key, but we do not have a four-winged unborn key. So that's kind of the words, right? The words are very misconstrued there. So let's make our way back over here. Before we talk to the Duke, we just want to do a little bit of a backtrack. Now that we got another key item. Go ahead and put this up. Lockpick. Perfect for where we're at right now, right? Sniper ammo. Lots of it too. That's pretty good. Okay. Then we want to just keep working our way around until we get all the wells that we can see immediately. And then talk to the Duke. That's pretty much what we got to do right now. Okay. We get the wooden goat. Wooden figure of a goat looks like it was used in rituals. Very valuable. Okay. And still need the lockpick for that area. We'll just travel up here. Necklace of gold, an ornate necklace made of pure gold. Something could fit into the depression. So we got two combinable things that we need to find for that thing. So definitely don't mess with that. Take a quick look at it though. Pretty nice little choker-like item, right? And then we got another one way over here. And then something that I really forgot to grab here was this. So thank God we came back. Because I was thinking about it, I was like, wait a minute. You get Magnum stuff here, like really early. Yeah. 50 caliber Magnum cartridges. Packed with the powder for the most powerful shot that compares most armor. 3 pipe bombs. Then I want to say I think I'll have to go back and check the rooms because a lockpick should have been available somewhere. Let me just look back over. We've already done dirt to the animals. Can't go through there. I'm pretty sure you can get everything in one sweep. It's just the lockpick is just one of those items out in the open, I think. You can easily miss it too. Yep. Like I said, I knew it was something. Because I remember you can pretty much clear a huge chunk of the village right now because the side questing here or the adventuring is kind of coming to a wrap for the village alone. There's gonna be some stuff still to do yet, but like the early game shit, it's it all should be wrapped up by now. There goes me running right by it as usual. Very nice. Full magazine. Okay. And frames are starting to chunk right now, so I think that's time to say goodbye. But before you do anything, make sure that everything's explored. You blued everything you could. Get your new rewards and everything. Wells, treasure, re-explore stuff. Even though you're not told to do it, just do it. It's not hard. Don't worry about this thing right here. This will come at a later time. We can't do it just yet. But let's see what the Duke has to say. And I really, really love this. Oh my god, so good.
How was it? Did you learn anything?
I found these feathers. Now tell me how to fix this like you said you would.
Settle down. First, you must use that key and collect all of your little roses flasks.
Where are the rest of them?
There are 4 in total. You have the one, and the other lords have the rest.
Lords?
Mother Miranda is the cold, calculating ruler of this village. 4 lords serve under her. The first you've already met, the Lady Dimitrescu. The second lives deep in a valley of mist, the doll-maker, Donna Beneviento. None of her playmates have ever come back from that dank old estate. The third is Moreau, a being of twisted flesh that lives in the reservoir past the windmills. It is said that he is not the only monster that lives in those waters. The fourth and most dangerous is Heisenberg. He works in his factory on the village outskirts. And the project, let's just say parts of the human imagination are better left alone.
Alright, so Duke is doing us a massive thing right now by showing us the Lord's locations. Which kind of doesn't matter because it's not like and this is kind of where my gripe begins, is I wish you could have taken them down in any order of your choosing, but the game is scripted and you have to do it in a specific order. So kind of showing us their pictures was no more than just someone who really likes to do their illustrations. Well, it looked fantastic, no doubt about that, but it doesn't serve anything, right, if you can't just choose between the 2 that are available right now. And he also showed us some treasures. So now we know that there are some pretty big treasures that are just kind of scattered across Resi Village, and we need to figure out how to get them. So, like over here, we know we can't get in this door because there was a note left behind. So we'll have to wait for that. We have to figure out how to get back into here. And just looking at the map, it looks like we're going to be heading over to the north area. And then, of course, you'll have to figure out how to get back over to Lady Dimitrescu because you cannot go through the castle anymore. And she's completely gone anyway. So, we continue.
If you truly wish to save your daughter, you must first gather the 4 flasks. I'll do you a personal favor. I've marked the Lord's locations on your map. Some treasures still lurk in this village. I'm sure each one will prove of great use to you.
Why are you doing all this?
Why, it's all part of our first-class customer service. Please do come again soon.
So the newest mission now is to collect Rose. Oh boy.
Oh, good. I was just thinking... Ah, yes, I have you. Find some quality ingredients and bring them to me.
Alright, so we finally opened up the Duke's kitchen, and this is what the whole hunting shit's about. But first, let's sell some stuff. Well, I'm telling you, a perfect crystal for 10,000 is pretty beefy, right? So that dude was worth killing and not running away from, as long as you know how to do it. Combinable, don't do it. Combinable, don't do it. That's good to go.
You want part with this? No, I'm more than happy to purchase it.
Nothing really I can do for these right now, or at least I don't want to. Supplies. I would think it's time to probably buy up the ammo.
Huh?
Just so we have some backup ammunition there. Probably not the heal just yet. And then I'm still going to sit on the weapon upgrades just for a little bit longer.
investment, even.
Okay, so let's take a look at the Duke's Kitchen. Gather all the ingredients to complete recipes. Obtain ingredients from bees, birds, and fish. All right. So we got all of the recipes you see here are going to be for the entire game. So they require us to get a certain amount of meat. And, you know, the game's kind of like giving you a little bit of a way of like an RPG kind of, in a sense of, you know, use whatever you want to use to upgrade. There is kind of like a linear path in how you should upgrade Ethan because of the stuff that we could have gotten this early in the game as long as you went on your exploration. So herb fish will give us a slight increase in our HP. This one will reduce the damage that we take while we're blocking. So, you know, always guard as much as you can. Health increases permanently. Health greatly increases permanently. More damage greatly decreases when you guard. And then your movement speed increases as well. And then if you look at it, basically what like the juicy game, the quality meat, and the finest fish, they're just the rare versions of, you know, the common chicken and this and that and blah, blah, blah that we have here. So we only found the juicy game and the quality meat so far. And there's only one of those per, you know. If you can wait and hold off until you get the extra meat from wherever you need it from, then you can go ahead and just get that healthy, you know, that great increase like right out the gate. But honestly, I don't really think it's necessary to do that because you kind of want the upgrades now as you can get them. So, you know, we'll just do it in sequence where we're just going to get what we can get now. As long as you're doing your exploration, you are going to get every single one of these.
Here it is. Please, join me.
Okay, some eating stock sounds good. Health has slightly increased
Not a
permanently.
bad
Good.
dish.
Then we're going to do this one for guarding.
Thank you. Now to cook.
We just want more survivability at this point, right? 'Cause, like, one lichen bite is fucking us up.
Here it is. Please, join me.
Damage taken when guarding has decreased permanently.
I wouldn't mind having that again.
Okay, then all we got to do is just, you know, keep going and figure out where more of this meat is so we can continue to upgrade Ethan. But these are it. These are the only upgrades the entire game will get. So just hunt them down. The map is very generous, tells you exactly where shit's at.
And we'll do them for a small fee. You
Okay, you're looking really good.
have an eye for quality. Thank you.
Taking a look at it. Okay. Well, I would say that this is a good stopping point for now. Let's see, necklace with the key. Oh yeah, let's get this real quick. Louisa's key. So we grabbed that necklace when we did our backtrack towards Louisa's house. Basically, that key fits into this box. So you can get the Caceres goblet. Okay, an antique goblet that was treasured by Cacer, one of the 4 founders. Very valuable. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I almost forgot about that. You have to you want to examine these things like every now and again. The key items, because sometimes they have like little hidden secrets on them and shit like that. Because at some point this is going to be blocked off, and if you don't do it, you're going to miss that treasure for good. So yeah,
Naturally.
glad I remembered. But look at that. I mean, 19,000, that's nothing to scoff at. That's a pretty big chunk of change right there.
Aha! let me know if you find anything else of value.
All right, so next part, we are going to continue on through the four-winged gate because that's all we can do. As you can see, this is six-winged unborn key. Obviously, it's a very late game area. Four-winged unborn key, we do not have that version, so we have to go through here first. So linear paths, of course, but, you know, remember the treasures that are still left in the village, because at some point, a lot of this shit's going to get locked out, like, for good. So just do your explorations and get all your equipment as you can now, because it'll just help you and benefit you later. You can put the rose flask inside of the altar if you want, but I would just wait and save them. All you're going to get is just cutscenes and shit. So onward to the door next, and hopefully the village exploration's helping you out. I'm glad I'm doing this because it's been a while. Like doing it normally, it's been a while, so I have to like really remember what the weaknesses are and actually, you know, learn the game again, because the way that I've been running it ever since is obviously beating the game, you know, and doing all the challenges. You get unlimited ammo, and you know, just running through the game over and over again, blasting people with Magnum is pretty, you know, that's how you pretty much play afterwards. But just kind of a refreshing restart, and I'm really enjoying my time again. Reading the notes, deep diving more into the lore and stuff like that. So it's been good. And I really love how the Duke, you know, the music that was playing while he was explaining the Four Lord situation, that was a masterclass. You know, really, really happy they did something like that. So, anyway, we are now upgraded to a 1911. The shotgun remains. The sniper is here, and we are looking pretty decent on inventory right now. And then when we progress, there's going to be some new dangers that we have to face off against. And I'm not going to lie, it's a little underwhelming for this part of the game, but the back half is pretty much where it picks back up. So we will see how this all goes. Hopefully you're keeping an open mind about the story. It is very strange, but I mean, Resident Evil has always been, you know, strange. So we'll just keep it running and do what we do. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again.